I am wanting to just give a little video here to give you a quick overview, update, and make sure you kind of understand everything. So kind of watch along on my screen as I talk through a couple things. You can see I'm on Class Reach. I know you all, except for Megan, this is new for you, but you know that once you get in, yours will actually say Guardian over here, but you're going to go to first grade general. You already know that. You've done that today. Hopefully you found it. You'll be in assignment sheets. So I wanted to get you caught up. Obviously, today you're on week 1. I think you can click on dates so it orders it for you week 1 and then week 2, but I like to include the dates of that week as well. I already made a change for week 2. So if you printed that week 2 for some reason, just know that that's updated and you'll want to print it. When I open up this whole area, you're going to see that there are 3 attachments in here. The assignment sheet is the one labeled by week. That's the one you need. These other ones are for if your child is absent. These are math. We're doing other math centers and activities that go along with these worksheets, but these are the worksheets that we will be doing for math on Tuesday and Thursday next week, so that if your child misses school, you can at least have access to it to print it. And for those of you that don't have a printer at home, we'll just do that later. So just no worries there, but I wanted it to be available for everyone. So no, I did say that in the description. It says you will only need these 2 if your child is absent. So that's for math. The other thing I wanted to let you know about on the assignment sheet, which I'm just going to come up here to the tab to show you the assignment sheet for next week. So we have a memory verse up here, which we will be working on this memory verse the next 2 weeks. I have not assigned any other Bible lesson to go with them yet, but this all lines up typically to our Super Kids units. But the Super Kids Christian Connection unit, review unit, doesn't have the Christian Connection, so it doesn't have a memory verse. So this is one that I decided would be a good focus for the beginning of the year on how we love each other and how we treat each other, so that we can talk about how that looks in the classroom with being good friends and everything. So you can start working on this. We will have sticker charts for memory verses. And once they so the memory verses are, again, they're like 1 for every unit, which takes us about 2 weeks to get to a unit. So you have a really long time to work on a memory verse with Super Kids. But once they get 2 stickers, they get a prize from my prize box. So it could be a month before they get their first prize, but they all have a sticker chart so they can track it at school. So look for that to be different for week 2's assignment sheet. Also, make sure that, here's my date reminders up here. But then down here, it's really important that you check my notes here and also follow your Super Kids lesson on the Super Kids site for the day. But I do oftentimes put in the things that are absolutely like a must are on the assignment sheet. Now, that doesn't mean don't do a part of the lesson. What it's really better for you is when I assign, for instance, right here, if you can see me circling that with the cursor, it says practice pages 1 and 5. Now, of course, this is Tuesday, but this will happen on home days too. You'll have to make sure you see that I did assign it or not, because generally there are resource pages or practice pages or backpack pages on the Super Kids site that I don't necessarily think you have to do or turn in. You're welcome to do everything. And obviously, the more of the extra components you do, the more practice your kiddos get. But these are the ones that I'm saying, yes, I absolutely need you to do those ones that day. And so those will have to be turned in. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. If you need clarity on that, let me know. You're also going to notice on Monday, the green handwriting workbook is listed here with the daily routines, but it is going to be, that's because it kind of goes more with the super kids on Monday. After that, I have the green handwriting workbook here, and then the daily routines part, word work, reading, and writing. So I've broken them into the same tabs. Let me open up my portal here really quick just to remind you that, because you'll be doing this on Friday, the tabs. So you'll be doing lesson 1. Now, granted, there's not a tab here for word work. I mean, for daily routines, you will find it in the teacher's guide. Don't try to just click on a tab and go down and follow these things. You will miss important things. So these tabs are showing you the video lessons link you can click on, or the different things you can click on to look at what your kids are doing. But it's really important that you open the teacher's guide. It'll open a new tab for you. You can make it full screen up here if you want, and then you turn pages like this. In the past, you scrolled up and down. If you try to scroll on my computer, it changes how large it is. So you'll turn your page, and for lesson 1, you don't have daily routines yet, but daily routines would be first. So let me quickly, for those of you that don't remember, or again, this is a new page, so it's unfamiliar. Let's go to lesson 2, where there is a daily routine. I will open the teacher's guide, and I will turn the page, and here's my first daily routine. So you will do green handwriting workbook, and then you will do the daily routines. If you remember on Monday, I told you you will not have to do handwriting in Super Kids for daily routines because we're doing the green handwriting books. However, in the review unit for these first couple of lessons only, this handwriting will be good to do along with the green handwriting workbook, because this also goes over correct letter formation. In a few more lessons, it gets away from as much letters. I mean, they'll still do a few of the letters on the handwriting, but after that, it'll mostly be sentences. And I would rather, again, they will be doing sentences in the green workbooks later on, but it will get them, the green workbooks will have them continue to work on that very good letter formation and making sure that they're getting better at their handwriting. And I really want that to happen. So you're more than welcome, I wrote on the assignment sheet, to do this and the green workbooks if you so want to later on, but you won't have to. So remember to continue to click through here and make sure that you kind of follow the whole lessons for each of the workbook pages, and you'll continue going through step by step. The stars order your steps of the lesson that day. They really like you in Super Kids to go through those steps in order. Sometimes there's practice pages like this that I assign. Again, sometimes there's not. So it'll show you if I assign them to you, you will print them back from this page. Again, you'll just scroll down and you would click on here and print from these links. If I don't assign them, it's up to you. Those of you that ask for them to be printed on a homeschool day, they'll be in your green folder, or should be. So, not saying I don't ever make mistakes. Clearly, I already did. So, and then the first few lessons that is on that readers online. After that, it'll be in their reader book, and then the writing. So again, make sure that you follow the writing and everything it says in here, and try not to work ahead from what it says. In the beginning, we're not doing any writing pieces that go back and forth. It's just getting them used to getting into the routine of writing. This one will be like drawing a picture of things that are important to them and labeling them with words. They're going to be getting into some sentence practice later on. And then once we get to unit 1 is when we will do more of the back and forth stuff. And then if you remember, at the end of Super Kids lessons, there's always these 10-minute tuck-ins. I do assign them sometimes, but I don't always tell you specifically which one to do. you'll notice that I said to pick which one is most appropriate for your child where they are. So if they're still working on letters and sounds and mastering those, then you would choose this one. If they're really good at decoding, just go ahead and you can use this one with decoding words and follow that. There really isn't anything much to turn in with 10-minute tuck-ins, but they are very good practice. So, all that being said, I think it's pretty clear after all of that on the assignment sheet. So again, excuse me, make sure you read the assignment sheet for what, if it's listed on here, it needs to be turned back in. If there's nothing to turn in, like on Mondays with writing, down here you'll see different types of sentences because that's in the lesson plan, and then I'll say nothing to turn in. Otherwise, if it's a work page, it will be turned in, and then their workbooks come back and forth. Let me know if you have any questions concerning any of this. I'll have a few other things to catch you up with in the near future, to add to things, but for now, this is a good start, and hopefully things are going well for you. Thank you so much. Hopefully you are having a wonderful first day.